So a lot of us cook with gas in our homes with our kitchen stoves here, but that could be a thing of the past.
Yeah, according to a new report from Bloomberg News, U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission considering a nationwide ban on gas stoves.
And 12 News reporter Dana Casulo is here with why it could be because of indoor pollution linked to health concerns.
Danielle and Patrick, well, 35% of U.S. households use a gas stove, and this is causing some controversy. The CPSC reporting pollutants from gas stoves have been linked to asthma and other respiratory conditions. Dozens of local governments, including Los Angeles and New York, are already mandating new homes and businesses to run on electric rather than gas appliances. About 20 states responded by forbidding such bans on gas appliances. Previous Stanford research found leaks from gas stoves alone produce planet-warming pollution equal to 500,000 gas-powered cars each week.
When you guys went in there and turned on the burners, how quickly did that reach a limit that's considered unhealthy?
It took about 6 minutes for the nitrogen dioxide level to reach that EPA threshold.
And a December 2022 study found that indoor gas stove usage is linked with asthma for children, and we'll have more about that in the next half hour. Live in Pawtucket, Dana Casulo, 12 News.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. First and foremost, I want to thank Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Kadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, who taught me his truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. So here we go. You know, yet another way that they're going to use to gain more and more control over the people, you know. And you know, this lesson was first and foremost inspired by Yahawashi. I was watching some of Apostle Ramlov's video earlier today about control, and last night Elder Yahawah did his in the news a few days ago, and I was watching some of that video as well, you know, and some of the different devices that these devils are using to try to be the Most High, man. You know, so before we get started, you know, I'll get this definition for control from the Google definition, and it reads: the power to influence or direct people's behavior or the course of events. You know, jurisdiction, sway, power, authority, command, dominance, right? So, you know, they use various tactics and talking points and events to sway the minds of the people. No different than what they did with the whole, you know, CV, Juicy Juice thing that happened, man. You know, they pretty much used their sorcery, you know, their witchcraft, their media, you know, to their enchantments to persuade the masses of people to believe, you know, what they were pushing, you know, and that, you know, the ultimate way of solving the problem, you know, was to take the jump shot, man. You know, they created a problem and then came with a solution. Problem, reaction, solution, right? So here we go once again with yet another push towards the ultimate control over everything, right? So we've already seen that, I believe they said in 2025 or 2030, they want to have everybody in a electric car. So why not have everybody start with electric stoves, right? Because according to them, you know, the planet is heating up crazy, and it's basically going to spell the end of humanity and blah 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 blah. So we gotta stop eating red meat, and we gotta stop farming, because there's too many cows that are farting out there, and people shouldn't be breathing as much. And Elder Yahawah had brought out an article saying that people shouldn't be taking as many showers. So as the elder said, man, these people have got to be stopped, man. This place has got to go. We got to get out of here, man. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this article from the New York Post. It's posted today, January 10th, 2023. The hopeful year that all the prophecies shall be fulfilled, and we hope and pray that this is the year that all of the prophecies be fulfilled, man. And Esau's already starting to move, further into their this dystopian future that they're trying to create for everybody, man. Where they have complete control over everything, and they're using the climate change as the scapegoat. So matter of fact, let's get this before we get started. Matter of fact, let me get this. So this is I'll read it again. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, if we are not ignorant of his devices. Let's get it in the NIV. And it reads, in order that Satan might not outwit us, for we are not unaware of his schemes. We are not unaware of his schemes, man. And this is yet another scheme, a plot, a snare that he's putting for people, right? Because we've already been hearing about rolling blackouts and electrical grid attacks. So why in the world would anybody want to go along with this if that means if everybody has an electric stove instead of a gas stove, all you have to do is put 2 and 2 together, right? If we all have electric stoves all of a sudden and the electric power grid goes out, now you have no way to heat up your food. You have no way to purify water if you can't go to the store, right? So you see that the wicked schemes of his schemes, from Satan, right, that are going on in the earth, man. So let me read a little bit of this and get a few precepts. And Lord willing, this is edifying and straight to the point, for the elect. So it reads, Biden administration weighs nationwide ban on gas stoves report. It says millions of Americans may be soon entering, quote, not stove season. The Biden administration is considering a nationwide ban on gas stoves, citing the harmful pollutants released by the appliances, according to a report. The Consumer Product Safety Commission is mulling the action after recent studies showed emissions from the device can cause health and respiratory problems, Bloomberg reported Monday. Quote, this is a hidden hazard, end quote, CPSC Commissioner Richard Shrumka Jr. told the outlet. Quote, an option is on the table. Products that can be made safe can be banned. Products that can't be made safe can be banned. Let's see. So it's always, let me read this last part, but it's always them trying to come up and present a solution as if they're the good guys, when actually they're plotting against us. So let's read this real quick, and then I'll get the scriptures. Now, I'll put this in the description box if you brothers want to read the rest of it. But it says reports by groups including the American Chemical Society and New York University Law School's Institution for Policy Integrity found gas stoves, which are used in about 40% of U.S. homes, while the remainder use various forms of electric cookers. Key words, right? Electric You know, it's electric. Cookers emit pollutants like nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, oh, the carbon footprint, and fine matter at levels deemed unsafe by the Environmental Protection Agency and the WHO. Right? So everything's linking up. You know what I mean? Everything's linking up. So let's see. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:8. For then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So the prophets of the Lord are out there revealing this devil through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. So they're going to have to come down with great wrath, because they know that they have but a short time. So everything's speeding up, you know. But the wicked is being revealed, you know. 2 Corinthians 2:9, even him, the wicked, whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Right? So the wicked is being revealed, and they're coming after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders, man. You know? Let's see, there was another scripture I wanted to get to. Let's get this one. 2 Corinthians 11:14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works, man. So Satan himself is transforming himself into an angel of light. Right? They're saying that this is what we need, because there's these gas stoves are pollutants, man. You know? But this is a snare for the people, man, for our people. Right? Because ultimately it's all about control. Right? If they're already attacking the power grids, and they already have this push for electric cars and these 15-minute cities, as Elder Yahawah had brought out, where they want to basically have you in a goddamn prison and calling it a city, where you can only go 15 minutes away from your residence, you know, and everything you need is within 15 minutes. Well, what about the rest of the world? Right? Didn't the Lord create the planet for it to be inhabited? Not for these damn weirdos, these so-called elites, to just have access to everything in the planet, and then we're just in a bunch of 15-minute cities being tracked, traced, you know, and ultimately they want everybody to be tagged with that C-hip, you know, so they have complete control, so they could, you know, they can feel as if they're the Most High, you know. Let me get that real quick. Let's see, get it here. Oh, damn it. I guess Isaiah. Yep. Isaiah 47:8. Therefore hear now this. Start at 7. Isaiah 47:7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it, man. You know, so these devils think that they're going to be in rulership forever, man. That they're not going to see any kind of calamity, right? Because as the scriptures say, because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, the hearts of them are fully persuaded to do evil, man. You know, so because they haven't been punished yet for everything that they have done, they think that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi had just forgot about them, man. Right? What does the Lord say? Ecclesiastes 3:15, that which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and the Most High requires that which is past, man. So the Most High requires everything that which is past, everything that you fucking devils have done. You're gonna answer for that, man. As it says in the scripture we just right here, 2 Corinthians 11:15. Therefore it is no great thing that his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works, man. You reap what you sow. You have sown wickedness, so you will reap wickedness, man. Point blank period. You devils ain't gonna escape, man. Isaiah 47:8. Therefore hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures, right? The elites, they have the fatness of the earth, man. You know, living deliciously, you know, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, right? And none else beside me, right? Isn't the Lord say, he said, Yahawah said, I am, I exist, right? Yahawah, he is, you know, and none else beside me. Excuse me, I shall sit not as a widow, or excuse me, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. And this is what the devils, you know, feel in their hearts, man. You know, they think that their kingdom shall last forever, right? Let's get that real quick. Let's see. They name the lands after their own names. Psalm 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. Right? This is what these devils think. That their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And this is what these devils have done, you know, and continue to do. Right? But they're not considering the latter end, man. You know? They're not considering the latter end of it. Slovakia. Where is it at? You know, neither did it remember the latter end of it, man. So let's get this real quick. Where is it at? 2 Corinthians 11:14 real quick. And 15. And the NIV. 2 Corinthians 11:14 in the NIV. And no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. He masquerades himself as an angel of light, man. You know? So you shouldn't be marveled, right? When it says 2 Corinthians 11:15, it is not surprising then if his servants also masquerade as servants of righteousness. Their end will be what their actions deserve, man. You know? So everything that's coming to these devils is exactly what they deserve, man. Because this is nothing but wickedness that they continue to push in order to control the people, man. You know? To hoard everything for themselves and to have everybody else have crumbs, man. Lazarus and the rich man, you know? And these devils are going to pay for that shit, man. And this is an unrighteous decree. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them. Woe means destruction. Unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, man. This is going to be grievous onto the people, man. How are you going to boil water if you don't have an electric stove, if you can't go to the store? You can only live so long without water. And then here in the state of Massachusetts, you can't even collect rainwater. How, Sway? So these devils got to go, man. So let's get Ephesians 6, and I'll start at 10. Finally, my brethren, it says the armor of God. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor, the word. You have to be baptized, immersed, submerged in the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, fully persuaded in thy mind, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, right? Let's get that definition for wiles real quick in the Greek. Stand against the wiles.
Strong's G 3180, Methodiah.
Methodiah, which you can see right here. Method is in there. METHOD, right? Lie in wait, wile, cunning. Who's known as a cunning hunter? Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, right? Deceit, craft, trickery, right? They're not going to come straight at you and tell you what they're trying to do. They're going to use trickery on you. This is why you need to know who your enemy is, Israel. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Let's see what it is. Yeah, cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery, wile, lie in wait. You know, they lay snares for us, right? They lie in wait for us. So this is your enemy, man. So let's get a couple. Let's get this real quick, and I'll wrap it up. I don't want to make this too long. So this is Ecclesiastes, otherwise known as Sirach 11 and 30. Like as a partridge taken and kept in a cage, right? So a partridge is a bird, right? Partridge, right? So like a bird that is kept in a cage, right? So is the heart of the proud, and like as a spy watcheth he for thy fall, right? So they lie wait and watch to set us up for a fall, man. The wicked. Esau, Edom, so-called white people, man, and the other heathen nations that are in cahoots with them. It says, for he lieth in wait, there it goes again, and turneth good into evil, and in things worthy praise will lay blame upon it, upon thee. So they shall make a man an offender for a word. They call good evil and evil good, man. Of a spark of fire a heap of coals is kindled, and a sinful man layeth wait for blood, man. And this is what these devils do. They love blood, right? Even blood shall pursue thee, as it says in what's that, Ezekiel 35 and 5. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee, right? So since they're lying in wait to seek for our blood, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi got something special for these goddamn devils, man. They shall not be able to accomplish their enterprise, man. When their belly is full, the Lord will, you know, Salak, let me just grab it. What's that, Job 20? Is it Job 20? There it goes, yep. Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, the wicked, in particular the so-called elites, right? In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, right? A position of difficulty, right? They have to move fast. They have to do all these things because they know if that they have but a short time. When he is about to fill his belly, right? When he thinks that everything's all good, he's about to sit down, he finished doing all his wickedness, and he can sit back and kick his feet up. What's going to happen? The Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating, man. You know? So these devils, you're not going to accomplish your enterprise, man. The Lord is going to do away with you fucking pieces of shit, man. You know? And you're going to go into fucking hardcore slavery. You're going to go directly in chains, man, where you fucking belong. You goddamn rabbit dogs. You know? And it's all because of everything that you have done against the Lord's children. You have touched the apple of his eye. Control. That's why. Controversy. Zion. Let's get it. So Isaiah 34:8, for it is, so I'll read it from here. Isaiah 34:7. Matter of fact, I'll start from 6. The sword of the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, have a sacrifice in Basra, right? And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, which is the Greek way of saying Edom. 7th verse, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is a day of the Lord's, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. Get that in the NIV. What is it? Where I see it at? There we go. The Christian Standard Bible. And it reads, for the Lord has a day of vengeance, a time of paying back Edom for its hostility against Zion. Zion is a monument of Israel, man. Yasharallah, the princes of the power. So the payback is coming, you damn devils. And before we finish, let's get Sirach, the same Sirach 11 and 30 in the Good News translation. English Standard Version, right? Today's English version. So Sirach 11 and 30. A proud person is a decoy to lure you into danger. Like a spy, he will look for your weaknesses, man. And this is what these devils do, man. They know that we need water and food and all these different things to survive. And they know that they have put us, the majority of the citizens, in a position where we have to go to them in the want of all things, as according to this curses in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, man. So they're using everything against us to commit more and more wickedness, man. You know? Says he will make good appear evil and find fault with the noblest actions, man. Calling good evil and evil good, man. You know? This is what these devils are doing, man. A single spark can set a pile of coals ablaze, and a sinner is waiting for a chance to do violence, right? They want to completely get everybody, the Americans, on their knees and begging, you know, them, you know, and the elites to help them, man. This is what's coming down to it, you know, and they use, you know, slick words, smooth, you know. Let's get that. Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. So they're going to say more than 12% of childhood asthma cases can be attributed to gas stoves. So people are like, oh my God, the children. What about the children? Right? Well, meanwhile, they're laying snares for everybody, man. All this is about control, man. If they truly cared about the people, why wouldn't they do the electric cars and everything before? You know? Why did they make everything be all about gas in the first place? Because that technology was out there. You know why? Because these devils was greedy and all they cared about was money. The same way one of the damn devils of Rockefellers started doing away with holistic medicine and started pushing that pharmakia, and that American Medical Association was developed, and they started basically coming against anybody that was using holistic medicine and saying that the true standard of medicine was the pharmakia. Why? Because those damn devils, Rockefellers and all of them, were invested in oil, so they used that to make, they used them investing in oil and pushed, put their petroleum-based medicines, their pharmakia, in the pharmaceutical markets, and sold it to people, man. The same thing with the cars. They don't want you making a car able to use magnets or water or whatnot, or even electricity at that point. But now here we are now, where they want complete control over the people, so they can't control what everybody does when they have these gas cars and these gas stoves, and they can't control everything. So now, if everybody has an electric stove, and they don't have no way of getting water, they can't collect rainwater, and they can't go to the store, and all these different things, then if they go against their their social credit score, their carbon footprint, is your points, or however they're going to do it, you violate whatever they want, they start cutting you off. Complete control is what these devils want, man. This is why we need Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man, to put these damn rabbit dogs down, man. It says Sirach 11:33, watch out for such people and their evil plans. They will ruin you permanently, man. And that's the message, man. We're coming out here to give warning onto our people, you Israelites, man, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our fellow brethren that look like the heathen, but their seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Take heed onto the warning, man, because the evil days are indeed coming, man. It's going to get really bad. It's going to get really bad out here, man. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a lesson on some of the things that these damn devils are up to, and warn our people. So, in closing, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the Apostle and Elders GMS who rule well, taught me his truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation to my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say Shalom, I want to say DTA, Abba Babal, and Kwam Yasharallah. And Shalom. To the next one.